What is going on, guys? This is your boy Andy Matrix. I talk about anime, manga, video games, geek culture, and Japanese culture. Guys, so we're back to talking about Kingdom Hearts 4, and I got some pretty cool news for you guys, right? And it looks like Kingdom Hearts 4, well, Tetsuya Nomura, to be precise, the director and character designer of Kingdom Hearts, the all-powerful and mighty Tetsuya Nomura, he's trying to add Final Fantasy characters again to the Kingdom Hearts series. So Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to have Final Fantasy characters. And one of the things that I found really weird is that he said he was trying to find place or a balance to add the Final Fantasy characters. But hold on a second. From the very beginning, from the first title, we've always had Final Fantasy characters. So what happened now? Well, you're about to find out. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell and like this video, guys. I'm on a journey to get 1,000 subscribers. If you like video games, I talk about the video game industry. I talk about Square Enix, Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, and other RPG games. So make sure to subscribe. Now, okay, so Kingdom Hearts 3 had no Final Fantasy characters, which really pissed people off, including myself, because one of the great things about Kingdom Hearts is like this amazing crossover of Disney worlds with Final Fantasy. Right? The crossover was absolutely epic, and it brought two different worlds, literally, of fandom together. So the Disney fans went to play the game. The Final Fantasy fans went to check out the game. And even if you did not like Disney, even if you did not like Disney, you would still play it because it's Kingdom Hearts. The adventure was just so epic, and the Final Fantasy characters made it all worthwhile. And also the other characters that look very Final Fantasy, like such as Ansem, Organization 13, everybody else that that gave it that Final Fantasy feeling to it. It made the game worthwhile, right? Now, you're probably wondering, why did Kingdom Hearts 3 had no Final Fantasy characters, right? Because that's one of the things that people tune in for, right? So, one of the reasons why Kingdom Hearts 3 did not have any Final Fantasy characters, according to Tetsuya Nomura, the director and character designer, he says that from the very first title, Kingdom Hearts did not have any original characters because it was built around Disney worlds, right? Traveling to Disney worlds. And besides Sora, Kairi, Riku, Ansem, and a couple of other original characters, they didn't have many original characters, right? So they had to throw in some Final Fantasy characters to fill in the space. Okay, right? And so it was the same thing with Kingdom Hearts 2, which was actually one of the best titles. I mean, you got to give it to Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 2 was really good, especially the battle system with the forms, right? So with Kingdom Hearts 3, Tetsuya Nomura says they have so many characters, so many original characters, from the organization to Sora, Riku, Kairi, to Ansem, and a whole bunch of characters, right? A whole bunch of characters. So they did not feel the need to add any Final Fantasy characters, right? I mean, the Final Fantasy crew like Squall, Leon, Yuffie, Sid, they all showed up on the DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3, but they didn't really do anything. You didn't really get to interact with them, really. And so I guess now they see, well, people really do like Final Fantasy characters in the game. As if they're not just noticing that, right? So Tetsuya Nomura says he is trying to make space. He's trying to add the Final Fantasy characters to the Kingdom Hearts storyline to have a balance. And honestly, if they do this, people will absolutely flock. In Kingdom Hearts 2, I still remember when I was back in high school, people were saying that Vincent Valentine from Final Fantasy VII was going to be in the Kingdom Hearts 2 game, but that never happened. Instead, we got Auron, which I was still very happy, but I was really looking forward to Vincent Valentine, right? So, man, I'm really excited. I'm really hyped up for Kingdom Hearts 4 and what they have in finally having Final Fantasy characters back. Whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, guys. I'm gonna keep talking about Square Enix, Final Fantasy, and Kingdom Hearts, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. This is your boy, Andy Matrix. Godspeed.